Welcome back to my channel, Mischief here. In today's content, we'll be covering Robin. With 3 banner reruns that are coming in the first phase of Honkai Star Rail 2.5, a majority of people voted for a Robin guide. However, I'll also go over Kafka and Black Swan throughout the banner's duration to ensure you guys are correctly building your units. This guide will cover everything you need to know about Robin, such as her kit, relics, Eidolons, Lightcones, and team setups. Now without wasting any more of your time, let's get started. Robin is a physical harmony support unit focusing on buffing all allies' attack, damage percent, and crit damage. However, where she truly shines is in her follow-up attack teams. Through her ultimate, which we'll cover shortly, Robin can advance forward by 100% all allies but becomes unable to act. During the duration, Robin will also deal an instance of physical damage whenever an ally hits. As such, while she does not produce a lot of skill, but in the right team, she can deal a very high amount of damage and be a precious tool for speedrunning content. Robin's basic attack is straightforward, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of her attack to a single target enemy. Robin's skill boosts allies by 50% for 3 turns, decreasing by 1 at the start of Robin's turn. As such, you need to act 3 times for the duration to expire. Robin can be SP positive, however the energy regeneration can significantly be slower as you're only gaining 20 energy from her basic attack and 30 energy from her skill. On top of that, one of Robin's traitors gives her 5 energy whenever she uses her skill, and it doesn't even stop there. Robin's talent that increases all allies' crit damage by 60% has another passive that grants her an additional 2 energy whenever an ally attacks. Robin's A2 trace can be useful here as it offers a 25% action advance at the start of battle, meaning if you pair Robin with Von Whack, you can use the skill at the start of the battle for a major team-wide buff. Robin is a support that just keeps giving, and her ultimate is the cherry on top to making her an insane unit. However, it also is the most expensive ultimate in the game, requiring 160 energy to use, but the benefits are worth it. Robin enters the Concerto state, causing all allies to immediately take action. While in this state, all allies' attack increases by 22.8% of Robin's attack, plus 200. After each ally's attack, Robin deals an additional physical damage equal to 120% of her attack once, with a guaranteed 100% crit rate and 150% crit damage. This is pretty much a valuable tool if you're interested in zero cycling content like other content creators in the community. While Robin is in her ultimate, she is also immune to crowd control debuffs and cannot take her turn or perform actions. In addition, a Concerto countdown appears on the action order bar with a fixed speed of 90. When the countdown's turn begins, Robin exits the Concerto state and immediately takes action. In addition, while in Robin's ultimate, you're able to generate energy while receiving the same buffs, such as the additional 2 energy from allies attacking and an extra 5 energy whenever you use her skill, meaning you can recast ultimate once you're out of the Concerto state, while she herself doesn't take any actions during this period. However, she offers one last team-wide buff from her second major trace while in the Concerto state. She offers an increase of 25% crit damage when allies launch a follow-up attack, and this isn't even once per turn, meaning every unit on the follow-up attack team can maximize her effect, which is why she's a must-have unit if you're considering pulling her with Facial once the patch is live. The buffs Robin offers may be a bit too much to digest, so here's a quick breakdown of what you receive if you're considering pulling this unit. A massive increase in attack, 45% crit damage to follow-ups, 20% crit damage for everything else, 50% damage bonus, and an extra attack at the start of every battle. After using her technique, Robin creates a dimension around herself that lasts for 15 seconds. While the dimension is active, enemies within it won't attack Robin and will follow her. If Robin enters battle during this time, she regenerates 5 energy at the start of each wave. Only one dimension created by allies can exist at a time. I don't see any importance of this besides the benefit of gaining 5 energy each new wave, and if you have a better dimension technique, I'd suggest you use that instead. Your talent priority would be her ultimate, skill, and talent. I personally don't have her basic attack maxed out, but if you want to do that, then by all means go ahead. For your standard rotation, I recommend leading with her skill, basic attack, then basic attack. If you want more energy to obtain her ultimate faster, then consider leading with another skill instead of a basic attack with Robin, even though the duration of its buff has not ended. However, do keep in mind this makes it even more SP negative, and I wouldn't recommend this unless you're close to her ultimate. Now let's move on to her relic sets. Robin is an attack scaling character with crit damage buffs, so you don't need to worry about building her as a DPS unit unless you actually want me to provide a separate guide for that. Spoiler alert, I won't. Robin pairs extremely well with 2-piece attack sets such as Musketeer and Prisoner of Deep. You could also run Champion of Streetwise, however I wouldn't recommend this unless you're building Robin as a DPS unit with crazy investment, such as pulling for her Eidolons. 2-piece Hacker Space is also a solid option if you're looking to reach a desired speed checkpoint. For planar sets, I'd recommend Von Whack or Penacony Land of the Dreams, since Robin is an energy hungry unit. Von Whack is a staple piece for building Robin as you gain an additional 5% energy regeneration increase, which reduces the cost of your ultimate. On top of that, when the wearer's speed reaches over 120, they gain a 40% action forward upon entering the battle. If you pair this with her A2 trace, which grants a 25% advance forward, Robin will be the first unit in battle, allowing you to use her skill at the start of battle. Space Sealing Station is a viable option too, offering a 24% attack increase in total. However, I wouldn't use this as you lose out on energy regeneration, leading to a much slower access on Robin's ultimate, which could actually be a DPS loss. For main stats, prioritize an attack chest until you reach 4000 attack. Attack boots or speed to help you reach your speed checkpoint, which is 118 to 120. However, the sweet spot recommended is 121. For sphere, prioritize attack percent too. However, if you're able to reach 4000 attack, even with a physical damage sphere, equip Robin with that sphere instead, as it allows her to deal damage on her own. However, her attack percent sphere would grant more attack buffs for the team, but correct me if I'm wrong. Energy regen rope for faster access to her ultimate. For substats, prioritize on reaching that speed checkpoint, ideally 121, then attack percent, then flat attack, and then everything else. Here's a quick overview of her Eidolons, whether you're considering pulling for them, or really like her character, or want to hyper invest in teams around her. E1 is a solid choice for low spenders. While in the Concerto state, all allies gain a 24% boost to all type res pen. This kind of boost is rare and can significantly increase your team's damage output, especially if your team attacks frequently during Concerto. If you're debating between this and the signature Lightcone, E1 generally offers a better damage increase, though it might require more resources. E2 gives your team a 16% speed boost during Concerto, which can be crucial for certain strategies where you want your allies to take multiple actions. It also improves her energy regeneration, leading to smoother rotations based on how your team attacks. However, her energy regen at E0 is already good enough for consistent ultimates. E4 is more situational. It allows her ultimate to remove crowd control effects from allies and increases the team's effect resistance by 50%. This can be useful, but it's not essential, especially if you already have ways to manage debuffs or if your team can defeat enemies before they have a chance to apply them. E6 is where things get really powerful, increasing the crit damage of her Concerto physical damage attacks by 450%. This boost is capped at 8 instances that reset with each ultimate, but overall it dramatically enhances her damage potential. There are a few acceptable options when it comes to pairing Robin with Lightcones. Flowing Night Glow is Robin's best in-slot choice as it provides the highest boost to her base attack, attack percent, and overall damage of any Harmony Lightcone. It maximizes her personal damage output and enhances team-wide buffs. Additionally, it offers a 50% energy regen with minimal downtime, only a brief period at the start of combat and right after using her ultimate. The substantial energy regen helps Robin skip actions in her rotation, significantly reducing the gaps between her ultimates and boosting her overall performance. However, for anyone who has a For Tomorrow's Journey from the Clocky Dreamjoy event, you're in luck because this is actually Robin's best free-to-play Lightcone. Sorry to all those players who didn't get the Lightcone during the event, me included, but your other options aren't as great but still somewhat viable. But the battle isn't over provides Robin with strong base stats and a 10% boost to energy regeneration, making it a solid choice. In many setups, it can outperform most 4-star Lightcones, even those at S5. While the additional bonuses are less significant for Robin, they still offer some value. They occasionally grant the team extra skill points and, if optimized, can provide a bit of additional damage. Memories of the Past prioritizes energy regen from Robin's basic attacks at the expense of her personal damage and team-wide buffs. While it's a decent option, sacrificing her personal stats can be a drawback. In many situations, especially those with high combat damage, Robin doesn't use her basics frequently between ultimates. As a result, other regen Lightcones and the unique effect of Meshing Cogs might offer better ultimate uptime and overall performance. However, Meshing Cog sacrifices more of Robin's potential damage and support compared to Memories of the Past, but it offers significantly greater energy regen. In battles, this Lightcone makes it easy to quickly regain access to her ultimate after it ends. For maximum energy regeneration in the right scenarios, this Lightcone might be the best option, though it comes at the cost of other aspects of Robin's kit. Robin is highly versatile and easily integrates into many team setups. As a powerful harmony character, she enhances a range of stats that benefit most teams in the game. Robin is going to be particularly effective in the upcoming team with Fei Xiao, All Ratio, Topaz, and Aventurine. She boosts damage and crit damage for all 3 units who rely on follow-up attacks and crit enhancements. Aventurine, built as a DPS with a preservation role, also gains extra damage from Robin's buffs. On top of that, Topaz and Nami provide a 50% vulnerability, makes the team exceptionally effective, with Robin enhancing the double DPS strategy. This synergy makes the team exceptionally effective, with Robin enhancing the dual DPS strategy. Robin is also suitable for a DOT comp, such as those featuring Black Swan and Kafka. Her attack buffs are valuable even if some of her buffs don't directly contribute to crits. She boosts overall damage and enhances the effectiveness of these characters. One of Robin's key abilities is granting extra actions to her teammates. If characters like Dr. Ratio and Topaz, or Kafka and Black Swan have similar speeds, Robin can make them act again immediately. This is especially useful for characters like Kafka, who can trigger additional damage over time effects, or Black Swan, who benefits from Arcana stacks. Robin is also effective with solo DPS characters and in hypercarry teams. Pairing her with characters like Sealer, who benefit from extra turns, allows for enhanced performance by utilizing Robin's ability to grant additional actions. So, for example, if you build a team featuring Sealer with Sparkle, Robin, and Fushuan, Sealer is going to have a ridiculous amount of turns from the action advance abilities from Sparkle, who offers 50% action advance, and Robin, who immediately allows all allies to take action from her ultimate. Overall, Robin's flexibility means that most DPS characters can benefit from her presence on the team, making her a highly valuable and adaptable addition to various team comps. That's going to be it for my official Robin guide. This guide will be updated if we see any changes to a build in the foreseeable future. But Robin is an incredible unit worth investing if you're looking for a solid support for your team comps, especially at E0. Let me know if you're pulling for Robin in the comments below. I wish you the best of luck on your rolls, and if I missed anything or made a mistake, also let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.